گھبرائی ہے زینا آیا ہے مدینہ، لبریز ہے غم سے ہر بی بی کا سینہ۔ اے اہل مدینہ تو خاموش ہی رہنا، زینب سے خدا را تو ایک لفظ نہ کہنا، جو سانسیں بچی ہے ہو دے گی حزینہ۔ گھبرائی ہے زینا آیا ہے مدینہ، 1 سال گزارا ہے زندان ستم میں، دن باقی گزارے گی زینب اسی غم میں، مقتل میں ہے اصغر زندہ میں سکینہ، گھبرائی ہے زینا آیا ہے مدینہ۔ ہر بات بتا دوں گی جب پوچھے گی سغرا، بالوں کی سفیدی کا بتلا دوں گی سبب کیا تھا، اس سے تو بہتر زندان میں جینا۔ گھبرائی ہے زینا آیا ہے مدینہ، یہ سوچ کے روتی ہے بیمار ہے سغرا، ہر فرض کے بارے میں اب پوچھے گی دکھیا، ایسا نہ ہو سن کر مر جائے حزینہ، گھبرائی ہے زینا آیا ہے مدینہ، جب پرسہ مجھے دیں گے سب لوگ وطن کے، کس طرح چھپاؤں گی یہ نیل رسن کے، افضال سفر کا کہہ دے یہ کھلینا، گھبرائی ہے زینا آیا ہے مدینہ۔ محمد صلوات۔
اور محمد وآل محمد صلوات، اللہم صلی علی محمد وآل محمد۔ Marcia is about the Imam of our time who claims that he cries with tears of blood. یاد کر کے لٹے گھر کا منظر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. یاد کر کے لٹے گھر کا منظر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. کھا کے کرب و بلا ڈال سر پر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. ٹھہرتا ہے نظر میں وہ منظر چل رہا ہے نمازی پہ خنجر چل رہا ہے نمازی پہ خنجر. وار ہوتا ہے سوکھے گلے پر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. بھول سکتے نہیں جلتے خیمے بھول سکتے نہیں تازیانے بھول سکتے نہیں تازیانے. بھول کیسے وہ زینب کی چادر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. یاد ہے ان کو اب بھی وہ منظر جب برستے تھے پتھر سروں پر جب برستے تھے پتھر سروں پر. بیبیاں شام میں تھیں کھلے سر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. یاد کر کے وہ غازی کے بازو یاد کر کے وہ اکبر کے گیسو یاد کر کے وہ اکبر کے گیسو. یاد کر کے وہ ظلم ستمگر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. ذکر کرب و بلا ہو رہا ہے آج سارا جہاں رو رہا ہے آج سارا جہاں رو رہا ہے. آ کے خود آج فرش عزا پر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. غیب میں کر رہے ہیں دعائیں جلد غیبت سے باہر وہ آئیں جلد غیبت سے باہر وہ آئیں. بدلہ کربل کا لیں جلد آ کر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ. العجل العجل کہنے والوں، اپنے اعمال کو بھی تو دیکھو، اپنے اعمال کو بھی تو دیکھو، باخدا آج غیبت میں ہم پر رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ، یاد کر کے لٹے گھر کا منظر، رو رہے ہیں امام زمانہ۔ برائے خوشنودی امام زمانہ بآواز بلند صلوات۔
پر محمد وآل محمد صلوات۔ آ گئی زینب مدینے میں بپا کوہرام ہے، آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام ہے، آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام ہے، بیریدہ زینب ہے سورج، آج کیوں چھپتا نہیں، بیریدہ زینب ہے سورج، آج کیوں چھپتا نہیں، وہ مدینہ تھا نبی کا، یہ دیار شام ہے، آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام ہے، آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام۔ کہتی تھی فضا چینی جاتی ہے زینب کی ردا، کہتی تھی فضا چینی جاتی ہے زینب کی ردا، یا علی آو مدد کر نہ تمہارا کام ہے، آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام ہے، آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام۔ کربلا کے واقعے کو ایک مدت ہو گئی، کربلا کے واقعے کو ایک مدت ہو گئی، سید سجاد کی آنکھوں میں پھر بھی شام ہے، آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام ہے، آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام ہے، نام بھر کھولاش بیٹے کی دکھا کر بولے شاہ نام بھر کو لاش بیٹے کی دکھا کر بولے شاہ یہ ہے سگھرا کی تمنا اس کا اکبر نام ہے آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام ہے آج قبر مصطفیٰ پر ایک ہجوم عام ہے آ گئی زینب مدینے میں بپا کو رام ہے اور محمد وآل محمد صلوات فاتحہ
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صلوات على محمد وآل محمد. Five times ayah sharifa amman yujib for shafa all the mardah inshallah qada hajat. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Amman yujibul mudtarra idha da'ahu wa yakshifu as-su'. Amman yujibul مضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء أمن يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء أمن يجيب إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء اللهم اشف مرضانا اللهم اقض حوائجنا الشرعية بجاه محمد وأهل بيته الأطهار وببركة صلوات على محمد وآل
يا
محمد
رسول الله يا علي يا علي يا
أعوذ
علي
بالله من الشيطان اللعين
لبيك
الرجيم
يا حسين لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين
لله الذي لا
بسم الله الرحمن
يبلغ
الرحيم
مدحته القاطب
الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين
ولا
إياك
يؤدي
نعبد
حقه
وإياك نستعين
المجتهدون
الصراط
ولا
المستقيم
يحصي
صراط الذين
نعماءه
أنعمت عليهم
العاد
غير المغضوب عليهم
ولا
ولا
يدركه
الضالين بسم الله
بعد
الرحمن
الهمم
الرحيم
ولا
الله
يناله
الله
ضوء
الصمد لم
الفتن
يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا
الذي
أحد
بعث ولا يرى
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من شر الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا حبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد. صل على محمد. والصلاة والسلام على أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الميامين المنتجبين، واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الإمام أمير المؤمنين علي عليه السلام: إن الشيطان يسني لكم طرقه ويريد أن يحل دينكم عقدة ويعطيكم بالجماعة الفرقة وبالفرقة الفتنة. صدق أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام. صلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآله. So our discussion was in previous nights all the ayat of the Holy Quran, which gave us the history of shaitan. Some other ayats we discussed gave us the future of shaitan in the hereafter. Then the ayat we discussed the steps, khutuwat shaitan. And then we discussed how the religious community becomes affected by the temptations of shaitan. And I promise that inshallah today we are going to take, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam left two things: Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. So we took in our previous nights Quran. Let's try to learn from Ahlul Bayt tonight. So in Nahjul Balagha, in sermon 121, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, obviously the sermon is big. You can follow it later on your own. I've taken some areas of sermon which are echoing what we said in our past days. So Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasallam says that Inna shaytana yusanni lakum turuqah. There are ways of shaitan, paths of shaitan. We have Sirat al-Mustaqim, path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna hadha sirati mustaqiman fattabi'uh. This is my straight path, follow it. But then shaitan has several paths. Path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. Those people who strive to come to us, who purify their nafs, we are going to show them the Sirat al-Mustaqim, the path towards us. But shaitan has so many paths. So Imam Ali says that shaitan makes the paths easy. His paths will make it easy. What happens? Our religion, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indicates that it is easy religion. However, there are areas of challenge. Salat is easy, but when we are exhausted, we have a little bit laziness, sloppiness in offering salah. So it becomes a little bit difficult, challenging. Fasting is easy. Sometimes we are tired, exhausted. We have this challenge of kya re iftar no time aause, kya re, okay? Sometimes it happens when we are tired. So yes, religion is easy, but there are challenges. So when enemies attack Islam, defending Islam is not easy. That is why it's called jihad, striving. So in Islam, yes, Islam is easy, but we have to adapt ourselves to the practices of Islam. So it becomes easy. Hijab, for example. Many women in West, they find hijab difficult because they're not used to. But once they get used to, they get adapted, hijab becomes easy. So adapt yourself with whatever pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will find Islam easy, religion easy. But then there is a trend of youth, especially in the West. They want easy Islam, easy way out. Beard, who is allowing shaving of the beard? He is alam, he is my marja. Not qualifications of the marja. Who's allowing this Hindu na peda apne khawa na che, ne Hindu ne રસમલાઈ ને રસગુલ્લા ખાવાના છે, કોણ હલાલ કરે છે? These kind of questions come out from new generation. They want Islam very easy, totally easy. You can't have that way. Amrun bayna amrayn. It's easy religion. Adapt yourself, you will find it easy. But to strip away Islam from its practices. So today now these movements are coming. They want to take away hijab. Why? Because that was once upon a time a sign of modesty. Now it is no. Modesty is in the heart. So the women, they don't need to wear scarf. Here, alhamdulillah, you guys are not facing this challenge. But in the West, we are facing this challenge. In the West, we have some fake ayatullahs. Okay? They are not from Shias only, from Shias, Sunnis. These liberal people, ayatullahs, they are coming and they're giving up Islam and stripping away Islam from its principles. So Islam is easy in its easiness, which has been prescribed to us by the Quran and the hadith of Ahlul Bayt. Beyond that, if you try to make easy Islam beyond the Quran and the hadith, then you are fabricating a new direction. Because our source is Quran and the hadith of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu. We cannot only depend on Quran. That's wrong. Because the Quran says, whatever the messenger has given, ma atakumur rasulu fakhudhu, take it. That means we have to take the hadith, authentic hadith. Then there's another direction, the common sense direction. If it's common sense, it doesn't make sense, no, we have to change the law. It doesn't make any sense. There are lots of things they now use as common sense. They said, do your tafsir based on common sense. Common sense changes. I gave you example a few days ago, like girl-boy relationship, friends and this and that. Common sense is okay. They're having relation, 3-4 years, let them have children, and then they can get married. This is the common sense. So are we going to take away the institution of marriage? Because that was once upon a time. So you see where the danger is coming with this common sense tafsir? It is first of all absurd. Number one, if it was acceptable, the Prophet ﷺ would have promoted it. But the Prophet did not promote that kind of tafsir. Neither Ahlul Bayt ﷺ. So are we fabricating a new religion or a new direction or a new sect? What are we trying to do? So this is the attempts of shaitan. Now I'm not saying these people, liberal mullahs, are satans, because I don't know their intentions. Maybe their intentions are not bad. But if their intentions are bad, then yes, they are humanic satans. Because we said they are human satans and human jinn. They try to deviate people from the religion, from Quran and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, the direction of the marja'iyah, who understand the Quran and the hadith properly. If they direct people from them, then these are satanic people. However, if their intentions are good, then we pray to Allah that may Allah guide them and bring them to proper reforming direction, which is the direction of marja'iyah. But the fake reformers here and there's so many reformers nowadays. Someone mentioned that they have this carnival thing. You see, they have made this carnival thing that Imam Hussein's walk to. I don't know, this is pure satanic direction. Why do you want to bring the Imam Hussein's sacred walk down? Bring it down. You are like Yazid. Bibi Zainab told Yazid, do whatever you want to do. Is'a sa'yak wa kaidak. You are not going to change anything. Our dhikr is going to spread. Do whatever. It's not good for you. You who are saying this is Imam Hussein's walk is carnival. Why? Because a few people are playing drums. Few people are doing some weird thing. What about the majority of the people? Like 20 million Zuwar entered Karbala. That is the basic recorded survey. But there are many people, they were without any recording, without any visas, without anything. So just official record of this year, about 21 million Zuwar. Your carnival thing did not work out. If your you're emphasizing that this is carnival, satanic direction, then people would have left the walk of Arba'in. But they are walking, more and more are walking. It's a mu'jiza. So therefore, they want to reform by bringing these kind of clips. Shame on them. I mean, this is a very cheap way to bring Azadari down. So this is here, Imam Ali's mentioned. This is I'm going to mention today. So he wants to, so first group, easy religion. Okay? Shave this, hijab no, this no, that no, every haram is halal. That is what shaitan is trying to do. As Imam Ali alayhi salam saying. This is very important line. Focus with me. Okay? Are you focusing? All of you? Can I hear one loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad? Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Wa yuridu, this purple line. وَيُرِيدُ أَن يَحُلَّ دِينَكُمْ عُقْدَةً عُقْدَةً. What is this? A kind of dish, chocolate chip, triple decker ice cream, whatever. Uqda. What is this uqda? Uqda is knot. Shaitan wants to untie those knots which are bonding you with religion, not by knot. Not by knot. He wants to loosen these knots, okay? And make your religion loose so that easily he can take it away from you. Imam Ali alayhi salam, not by, that means unknot. Yesterday we said debonding from the religion. Let's repeat something we said yesterday and apply on what Imam Ali said. First, shaitan will, what makes us bond to our religion as a school of Ahlul Bayt? Azadari of Imam Hussain. Shaitan will come and create doubts in Azadari of Imam Hussain. Knots. We lose one knot, we get separated from Imam Hussain. Correct? Because of Azadari, we have this bond with Imam Hussain, and that bond makes us bond with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not after, not. Remember this, don't you ever forget. Tomorrow some wise guy comes and tells you, oh, this is Azadari's culture. Tell them, what is the problem? Bring me evidence that this Azadari is haram. Okay? You bring me evidence that this is haram. No, there's no evidence. But this is culture, yes. Who said cultural practices are haram? If Sharia tells that these practices are halal, if you do it for the sake of Imam Hussain, for the love of Ahlul Bayt, these cultural practices become rewardable acts. What? Culture become what? Rewardable. That means Allah rewards you, correct? Allah rewards you. Some Azadari serving chai for the love of Imam Hussain. Did Imam Hussain say that serve chai? But you serve for the love of Imam Hussain. So what happens? This cultural serving of chai becomes rewardable act. Black and white, I am saying it. Many, to culture say, Baba, culture say, is it rewardable or not? Is it for the sake of Allah or not? Is it for the sake of Rasulullah or not? Is it for the love of Imam Hussain or not? Carpet. Did Rasulullah say put in the masjid carpet or these tables and chairs? There are cultural means for elderlies who cannot do. So these are rewardable acts for those where we are facilitating easy, making easy. So cultural practices, anyone who tells you, a culture say, oh look, you don't want to do, that's fine. We do it for the love of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. So it is a rewardable act for us. Okay? This is not my words. This is words of Ayatollah al-Udma Sayyid Ali Sistani Damatullah. Any cultural, yes, you can't impose it some other. Someone does not like chai like me. You can't impose that azadari on me. No, Sheikh, this is chai. You drink it, you'll get reward. Baba, chai makes me dizzy, problematic. Dizzy, not banana, okay? Dizzy. So I can't. This is not a form for azadari for me. Okay, you will respect me. So we have to respect each other. Those who do not consider this cultural form as a form of azadari, that's fine. We respect you. And you respect me. We respect each other. Respect needs. Don't bash. Oh, these are cultural. These are retarded. These are back. Don't say like that. Oh, you are Wahhabi. You don't like this azadari. No. We have to learn how to respect Respect each other. Cultural azadaris, the people, they don't have understanding of this. You can't impose on them. Some people, they have. And then there's religious azadari. I'm not going to go in detail because there's a clip, there was an interview about azadari between religious and culture. It's going to be, inshallah, published on Tuesday. I've mentioned detail what are the religious azadari forms and what are the cultural azadari forms which can be permissible, rewardable, and it could be forbidden if they are against the Islamic laws. Even in religious azadari, which is narrated, like crying on Imam Hussein alayhi salatu. If you 24-hour, 7 days a week, cry on Imam Hussein. Your children, they want food. You're not working. No, I'm doing azadari. I'm crying on Imam Hussein. No, that crying becomes haram. Though it is narrated, religious azadari, crying on Imam Hussein. But if somebody becomes extreme, he forgets his responsibilities towards his family, not the day of Ashura, every day, the whole year. He cries and cries. Na bapa, azadari nati. You have responsibilities towards your family. So see, this is narrated religious azadari. That it can become accidentally forbidden for someone who is not dedicating his time to his obligations and responsibilities. So we have to balance between this and we have to respect and learn how to respect. So azadari, not open, that knot, tie, bond. Then we are slowly leaving Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Then wilayat of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib. Imam Zamana, okay, not after, not. Shaitan creates doubts in the existence of Imam Zamana, of the ghaibat of Imam Zamana. This is shaitan. Okay, then what does he do? Dua Nutba, not narrated. Ziyarat Ashura, not narrated. This, that, week, Dua Tawassul week. Which we proved yesterday. No, these are strong things. They're applications of general narrations and general ayat of the Quran. So, not after, not. Takes away your Imam Zamana from your life. Takes away Dua Nutba. Takes away Dua Tawassul. Takes away everything. Now you become like any other Muslim. There is no Ahlul Bayt in your life. No, I believe in Ahlul Bayt. I have 12 Imam. But what are the practices? What are the expressions of the love? Where is your communication? Ziyarat, bid'ah. Walking, this. Azadari, this. So this is not after, is untying us from what? From Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Once they untie us from Imam Hussein, we will never understand the concept of dhulm. The biggest sin in Islam is dhulm, oppression, oppressing others. And that's why Imam Hussein is important in our life to understand the biggest jurm, biggest crime in Islam. Imam Hussein exposed, Salamullah alayhi. See how it is important to keep Imam Hussein in our life. Okay? Then, after we is done with the ghaibat of Imam Zamana and is not there, you do dua nutba, this is all, dua tawassul is not there, this is not there. Imams, they don't have any power, anything, any knowledge. So we stop taking from our knowledge from our Imams. So we don't have now this one. Not, okay? Debonding. Then he comes to the Islam. You know, Prophet Muhammad was not a masoom. Oh, have you seen onion? How do you peel onion? Cover after cover, cover after. So the core of the onion, if you remove all the covers, there's nothing left. And that is what shaitan wants to do. There are what satanic people, agents of shaitan wants to do with Muslims. They want to doubt in every practice we do, which bonds us with our ai with Prophet sallallahu. Now nubuwwat. You know, Prophet did doubt in salah. Prophet made mistake in salah. He's not infallible in everything. And now doubts in the infallibility of the Prophet. Is that good? Yes? Prophet doubted in salat? Prophet, no, yeah. So this is now what's happening, creating doubts in the infallibility of the Prophet. Then what? Not after. So now we will not believe in the Prophet. We will not believe in the hadith of the Prophet. Why should I believe in the Prophet? Attack directly comes to the Holy Quran. If Prophet makes mistake, then the Quran is also not infallible book. Not after doubt in the Quran. This is a very dangerous trend. It starts from Azadari of Imam Hussein, and you will see it will end up into the doubt in Imam Zaman and doubt in every court. This movement is rising, and that's a test for our youngsters who are going to become amazing supporters of Imam Zamana. Please don't believe to any Tom, Dick, and Harry who takes not out of not. Let's continue. You understand? وَيُعْطِيَكُمْ بِالْجَمَاعَةِ الْفُرْقَةِ. Very important. Community united. Shaitan doesn't like unity. Shaitan wants to create disunity. So he gives you the disunity and takes away from you the unity. MashaAllah. Okay? So Shaitan will, oh, he's not like you. He's not doing azadari like you. He's not believing like you. No, we have to keep everybody together. We have to respect each other. We have to learn to agree to disagree. Okay? And we have to stick firm to our maraja, because they are the ones who know the Quran properly and the hadith properly, and who are going to save this onion. You know, our religion is like onion. We need to keep the onion as it is, okay? Not peel it off and khalas. There's nothing. Have you seen in the middle of onion, what is there? In the middle of onion? Nothing. That's what Shaitan wants to do. Peel off the onion, our religion, all these layers, take it off, take it off, take it. Then nothing is there. So there's no good. And that is exactly what Yazid wanted. Correct? Islam by name, no practices, no essence. So that is what Imam Ali is trying to tell us. And then once we are disunited, then Imam Ali says he will take away this disunity and put fitna. You know what's fitna? What is fitna? Fighting. So first Shaitan comes and disunites. So takes away the unity. Then Shaitan comes, takes the disunity and puts fitna. Now you fight each other on petty things. Oh, he does the blood matter. Oh, he does not do the blood. Oh, this is Wahhabi. Oh, this is Mughali and this kind. And we start fighting. From where does this come? Shaitan. And we are a religious community. We are supposed to be immune from the Shaitan. But we are not. Shaitan will come and mess up with the religious community. Because Shaitan has already done his job to the druggers and the fornicators. And Shaitan has succeeded. But Shaitan wants us to be messed up. Us to be what? Messed up. That is the plan of the Shaitan. So here, then Imam Ali says, فَاصْدِفُوا عَنْ نَزَغَاتِهِ وَنَفَثَاتِهِ. The whispers of the Shaitan and the temptations of the Shaitan. Not just the jinn Shaitan, the human Shaitan also. Who? Tom, Dick, and Harry. MashaAllah. Ayatullah Tom, Ayatullah Dick, Ayatullah Harry. Okay? These also we have to be aware. They are coming to mess up with our religion in our religious community. Shaitan doesn't want to see religious community united. Shaitan wants to create doubts. This is Imam Ali alayhi salam, Nahjul Balagha. So how can Ya Amir al-Mu'minin? Tell us the method. He says Shaitan will come and blow his like whispers and temptation. وَأَقْبِلُ النَّصِيحَةَ. If someone gives you nasiha, who's giving you nasiha now? You know what's nasiha? What? Advice. MashaAllah. These are amazing generation. MashaAllah. So if someone gives you nasiha, proper nasiha, advice from the marji'iyah, take it. He is going to protect you from the whispers and temptations of Shaitan. Okay? Who's giving you now? Imam Ali. Through who? Somebody who's giving you from the marji'iyah. Okay? Somebody is sitting here. So take nasihat from someone who bonds you with our maraja'. There are people, they want to take you away from maraja'. He said, no, marji'iyah. They are the experts. I don't want Tom, Dick, and Harry. I want our Ayatollah al-Uzma Sayyidi Sistani, those maraja' who are verified, qualified. Those are my saviors and my guides. Because I'm not a qualified person. I have to refer to someone who's qualified, and that is intellectual direction. So, whoever gives you nasiha, and then وَعْقِلُوهَا عَلَى أَنفُسِكُمْ. Somebody gives you nasiha, take it, observe it, hold to it, tie that nasiha to yourself. So you will be secured from the temptations of human shaitan and jinn shaitan. Got it? Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Now next slide, this is the dua of Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salatu wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. In Sahif al-Sajjadiyah. Now there was a problem with translation I tried to fix, but then I did not have time. So I'm going to look into this Arabic text and explain. You want to follow the English, you can follow, but there might be some different ways of expression, okay? So now, and I did not take the whole, the dua is long, but you know, like in the movies, what do they give? Trailers? Okay, this is a trailer of this dua. Small clip. It's a long. Let's try to learn from Imam Zainul Abidin. This is dua of isti'adha. How many times there was isti'adha in the Quran? How many surahs? How many surahs? No. You guys forgot. How many times? 7. Thank you so much. 7 times. Remember Surah An-Nas? 7 ayat. There are 7 surahs telling us to seek protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala against shaitan. Isti'adha. And we said that please do istighfar and isti'adha. Do seek repentance, forgiveness. Because there are times we do sins we are not aware of. Our nafs becomes clouded. So that's why after Salat al-Asr, we do this istighfar. After Salat al-Dhuhr, after every salah, at least you do istighfar. In Salat, astaghfirullah. MashaAllah. So we have to continuously do istighfar to remove the filth from our nafs, so shaitan does not come and settle down in our nafs. And our nafs is clean like your glasses. You can see through. Our soul can see through the nafs because the nafs is clean like the glass. Okay? So see what Imam Zainul Abidin teaches us. Allahumma inna na'udhu bika min nazaghat ash-shaytan ar-rajim. The beauty of the word of our Imams, that they echo the Quran. You will see that what we mention in the Quran is echoed in the words of Imam. So, oh Allah, I am seeking protection, refuge from you against the shaitan who's accursed. And we have several ayat we mentioned. وَإِمَّا يَنْزَغَنَّكَ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ نَزْغٌ. If shaitan puts temptations in your mind and tries to whisper you, seek protection from me against shaitan. So here, now look at these 2 lines. They're very technical. I want you to focus. أَوْ أَنْ يُحْسِنَ عِنْدَنَا مَا حَسَّنَ لَنَا. There are times things are not good. Against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, displeasure of Allah. Shaitan makes those things beautiful for us. So Ya Allah, protect us from whatever shaitan beautifies it for us. You see? Something haram. What do you say? Mishkaki, bishkaki, sekela, mekela. Okay? Do you like those? There's haram sekela. And the khushbu is like a fragrance, is mashallah. And you are hungry. Shaitan says, just eat it. Toba kari leje. Just eat it. Just eat it. You see? That is shaitan. So something which is beautiful, which is not beautiful, shaitan beautifies it for us. Ya Allah, I am seeking protection from whatever thing which are not beautiful, shaitan beautifies it for us. That's the explanation of line number 1. The translation is complicated. Number 2, أو أن يثقل علينا ما كره إلينا. Whatever Ya Allah, you love, shaitan makes it abhorred to us. Allah loves what? Give to the poor. Shaitan will say, why do you want to give to the poor? You don't have enough earning. You barely are living on an edge of your economical condition. Correct? So shaitan says, don't spend. It will be heavy for you. So shaitan is making something which is pleasurable to Allah, what? heavy and abhorred to me. Did you understand this? Inshallah, this is a very complicated sentence. How did you understand it? Because you are genius. You are the giants of this community. Thank you so much. So, Ya Allah, whatever is displeasing to you, Shaitan beautifies it for us. Protect us from that direction. Ya Allah, whatever is pleasurable to you, Shaitan makes it bad, abhorred. Protect us from that. So this is how this dua has depth in it. And then what? وَاجْعَلْ بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَهُ سِتْرًا. Make a curtain between me and Shaitan. Okay? And there's not one Shaitan. There's so many Shaitans. So Ya Allah, make a curtain. Okay, curtains can be torn down or not? They can be? Can you tear the curtain? If let's say we put a curtain between both of you, can it be torn down? Imam is saying, Ya Allah, put a curtain which can never be torn between me and Shaitan. Don't let Shaitan tear the curtain which you keep between me and you. So place an unterrible curtain between me and so that he does not cross the curtain and come to me and tempt me. Look at the beautiful words of dua. We all need this dua. We all need to pray with this dua. But with understanding. That's why, my beloved youngsters, whenever you recite dua, if you don't understand, you'll get thawab, but you will not get the effect of dua. Because the effect of the dua has to be pragmatic. Try. If you have an option, either Arabic or either English, go to English. Yes, the translation might not be perfect 100%, but at least you will understand how Imam is trying to bond you between Allah and yourself. Shaitan wants to debond you. No, that is sawab mar se tu Arabi mach pad, sawab. And then we end up into wrong things, haram things, because we did not get bonded with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see the danger? So read in Arabic, but make sure to reflect that translation of the dua. If you have only option to do one, go to the translation. Because that's the main purpose of the dua, to make you strong, not to make you a dua reciter. Okay? That's what Khawarij they did. And Shaitan wants you to debond from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is one of the ways of debonding, that he has kept, no, Arabi ma, baba ne, practically it is kya che Arabi ma padwama. No, but we impose Arabic. Do both, okay? Sometimes they put translation on the PowerPoint slides. That's good. That when the dua is recited in Arabic, you read. But sometimes the translations are so complicated that bichara, the youngsters, they don't know what is being written in English. Like they think that this is like writing from outer space. Because we had this problem in Sweden. They said, no, apre Swedish maula translation rakchu. We'll put translation in Swedish. The translation was more complicated than the Arabic recitation. So anyhow, so keep what? Keep what between me and what type of curtain? Unterrible. Again, he says, keep a wall, thick wall between me and the shaitan that cannot be destroyed, that cannot be broken. وَرِدْمًا مُصْمَةً لَا يَفْتِقُ. He cannot break this wall. Then what else? اللهم لا تجعل له في قلوبنا مدخلا. Shaitan wants to enter the heart. Give me an example. When does shaitan try to enter your heart? Hayya ala soccer. Hayya ala PlayStation. Okay, thank you so much. These are amazing generation. May Allah bless them and bless their parents and bless their teachers and muallimeen. Thank you so much. So, anger. Biggest feast, party. You know, party of shaitan is anger. So when somebody becomes angry, shaitan invites all his group. Hello, Muhammad bhai, Kasam bhai, avi jo party no samay thai gyo se. Come on, let's party. This guy has lost his mind. He's angry. That is why most of the pleasurous thing for shaitan is when somebody becomes angry. That's where he destroys families. Divorce comes there. Friends fight each other. Brothers fight each other. Parents and children fight each other in anger. So never ever, whenever you have anger, what will you do? 7 times, what? 7 times? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Thank you. These guys, mashallah, are going to be the best mu'mineen of Dar es Salaam Jamaat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Asantini sana. So therefore, anger is one thing. Anger, somebody is angry at someone. Shaitan will make him ghiba, backbite that person. Make false accusation, retaliate. Don't forgive him, don't forgive him. Tell him, I will never forgive you. No, our A'immas taught us, forgive those who wrong you. Have you got this in the madrasa? Yeah, that's our, Shaitan wants no forgiveness. Our A'immas forgive us. And trust me, I mentioned previously, I'm mentioning again. Sometimes forgiving is very difficult, okay? But the moment you forgive, you will find the sweetness of forgiveness in your heart. You will feel the pleasure of Allah inside your heart, that Allah is pleased with you. And Allah challenges, if you are kind and forgiving others, on the day of judgment, I will forgive you. I am more generous than you. If you are generous, God is more generous. So He will forgive you. Be forgiven. Not on the religious issues. No, on personal issues. Okay? Religion is religion. We have to follow the marja. Marja says forgive, forgive. Marja says don't forgive, not forgive. That is religion. But our personal issues, fight on kukupaka, fight on Zanzibarian mix, fight on mandazi, forgive, khalas. Let him eat. Inshallah, Allah will bless him. You see? So this is what, the keep a wall. Ya Allah, don't let opening in my nafs for the shaitan. Allahumma la taj'al lahu fi qulubina madkhalan, entry. When does it entry happen? Example, anger. Number 2 example, hunger. Anger and hunger. Remember this. When you're hungry, that's sekela mekela, which we said, delicious, that is the problem. Okay? So when someone is angry, someone is hungry, and someone has lust, matha machadi gyo che. I'll not go into detail. These are the gateways of shaitan. He comes when these things happen, he destroys a person and creates distance between Allah and that person. So, and do not let his settlement be in whatever we own. What does that mean? Our wealth, our house, our family. Ya Allah, don't let shaitan settle down. I know, not in Dar es Salaam, I know in some places, 2 brothers, they're still fighting 20 years, miras na upar. Fighting on the wealth which was left by their father, still now. These youngs, these wonderful ones, they were young. Ab buddha thai gya che. Na, maaf nahi karis, maaf nahi karis. Baba, khalas. Dunya, this is dunya. Na. So what, your brother took extra. Inshallah, Allah will give you an akhirat. Why are you fighting your brother? This mirath. What happens? Shaitan has made a settlement in this family. Imam Zainul Abidin says, Ya Allah, don't let shaitan settle with whatever we own, our family, our wealth, our lives. Don't let him settle down. Next slide. And then seeking isti'adha for others. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. So don't be selfish. If you say, Ya Allah, protect me, protect also my father, protect my mother, protect my brother, protect my wife, protect my family, protect all of us from the evil of shaitan. This Allah loves. When you think about others, when you care about others, Allah loves. So Imam includes that, oh Allah, also protect our aba'ana wa ummahatana, awladana, our children, our family. You can see all the categories. And keep them in a secured fortress that shaitan can never breach and come in. So you will pray for your family as well or not? Good? So we have to pray for all others. Ya Allah, protect me. Remember Bibi Maryam's mother, what did she say? Ya Allah, protect her and her descendants from the shaitan al-rajim. So, and then just like that, no. Allahumma wa a'mum bidhalika. So include all those good ones who are on righteousness. Ya Allah, include them also, protect them. So not only me, my family, my beloved ones, and those who are good people, righteous people, Ya Allah, protect them, because shaitan will come to the righteous ones to mess up with their nafs, bonds, ties, okay? And then we come to the final. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. This dua, mashallah, we recite frequently. Dua makarimil. Do you recite? Practice reciting. Okay, even once a week, recite one line. So beautiful dua. What I love in this dua, the way I have made it colorful so that you can follow easily. The opposites. This dua was packed with opposites. Remember one day I tell you, if you have a new house, what will you do first before you bring furniture? You will? Yes, you said? No, before that. Before that. Before you move. Don't worry. Before you move. Huh? You clean it. But before you bring the furniture, what will you do? You have to clean it. You have to clean it. In Ilm al-Akhlaq, in Hawza, they say you can't have... Is there a speaker there? Huh? Something is cracking. Is that there? Okay. Don't be scared. If you are going to media room, SOS media room. We are awake, alhamdulillah. Everybody is awake. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Sallu ala. I can use that if you want. Ya Ali. Ya Ali. Ya Ali. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. لبيك يا حسين. لبيك يا حسين. لبيك يا مهدي. Thank you. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. So do I get 5 minutes extra for this malfunction? Okay. And they are awake, alhamdulillah. So dua makarim al-akhlaq. Beautiful dua. What does dua makarim al-akhlaq contain? The opposites. So good, like remember, if you want to move into a house, you want to move in new furniture, you will clean the filth away. So Imam is using this method. Allah, he's asking Allah, Ya Allah, keep the negative away and replace that negative with positive. Replace that negative with what? What is the opposite of negative? So that is why we are going to get few examples. Shaitan wants what? Negative or positive? Shaitan wants negative. And Imam is helping us to learn how to remove that negative and bring fantastic. So let's see few examples of Imam Zain al-Abidin in Makarim al-Akhlaq. So these negatives are all those which Shaitan desires. And positives are those which Allah desires. So follow with me. At the end, I will ask the youngsters after the Majlis how many negatives Imam mentioned, which and the opposites of those negatives which we have to embrace. The first thing I mentioned, this is very beautiful. Whenever sometimes, we are human. We fight with our friends and brothers. Then we regret, why did I do this? Why did I say thing? Why did I mess up with my wife or with my husband or with my friend? Why? And now sometimes it becomes very difficult to bring peace treaty, especially if somebody is hard-headed. Okay? You made problem, if issue happened with somebody hard-headed, He does. Na, who kyare maaf nahi kari istane. Oh, please forgive me. I'm a human being. Maaf kari de. Na, who kabar ma jais. I will go to the grave. I will never. Happens or not? Yes, happens or not? So see, Allah, so you want to fix that relation, either with your wife, with your husband. You can't. It's not in your reach, not in your capacity. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam gives us a very beautiful sentence. وَاسْتَصْلِحْ بِقُدْرَتِكَ. What? وَاسْتَصْلِحْ بِقُدْرَتِكَ مَا فَسَدَ مِنِّي. There's no English for that, because I said I'll give you a bonus gift, that sentence, because it's very helpful. So I did not put this at the end of this slide. I just kept, this comes before these sentences. So the first thing in Arabic, وَاسْتَصْلِحْ. Astaslah means reform, fix, solve. بِقُدْرَتِكَ. Ya Allah, I can't solve this problem. It has become so complicated, so tough to solve. But I know you have the power. You have the qudra. You can fix it. وَاسْتَصْلَحْ. So whenever you are in this situation, if you don't want to recite the whole Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq, repeat this sentence between your heart and with the meaning. وَاسْتَصْلِحْ بِقُدْرَتِكَ مَا فَسَدَ مِنِّي. Whatever has been messed up by me, I can't fix it, Ya Allah. You fix it, because you have the capacity. You can change the heart of the other person. You can make his heart soft, and he can then come approach and we can fix the problem. Okay? Many times. That's why we say, don't mess up with people, because sometimes reconciliation is very tough. So from the beginning, think, oh, am I going to damage my relation? Abort, back off. Don't say anything. When people are angry, you are angry, that person is angry, silent. You open your mouth, what will happen? In anger, Shaitan will say to his people, hello, Mohammad Bhai, Qasim Bhai, party no samay avi gya se. Okay? Can you say in Gujarati, hello, Mohammad Bhai, Qasim Bhai? A party no waqt avi gya. This is what happens. When in anger, you see, don't open your mouth, because Shaitan is between you. Whatever you say, Shaitan is going to make multiplication and put it in his mind. Shaitan is between you. He's the communicator. You are not alone, because anger has welcomed Shaitan. So now, وَعَبِّدْنِي لَكَ. Ya Allah, make me worship you. This is positive. What is the negative of it? What spoils the ibadat? Look at the blue thing. What spoils the ibadat? Feeling that, oh wow, my ibadat is great. Tonight I did namaz-e-Ja'far tayyar. Tonight I did namaz-e-Shab. Today I fast the holy month of Rajab. You become impressed by that's Shaitan. So Ya Allah, let me worship you sincerely. Don't let the Shaitan come and give me this impressiveness in my ibadat. You got it? Should we move to next one? Next one. وَاجْرِ لِلنَّاسِ عَلَى يَدَيِّ الْخَيْرِ. So let my hand flow with good to the people. That is positive or negative? Helping others. But look at what is negative. وَلَا تَمْحَقْهُ بِالْمَنْ. Don't destroy my good deed with what? Bragging. Hutane aipyo tho, yaad karje. I gave you, remember, I gave you this money. I gave you that money. I help you. I this. Ba. Slow down. You want it for akhirat, or you want to spoil it? You see, that's what Imam is trying to teach us. That, Ya Allah, when let good flow for people through me, through my hand. But don't spoil it. With what? With what? With bragging. Okay? With making that I gave you. And let me give you one point. When you give sadaqah to the poor, you feel good, no? Because you help other. Imam Sadiq says, when you help poor, he has helped you more than your help. How? Yes. You wanted to say something? Yes. Imam says that you fed him. He had fire of hunger. You distinguish that fire. He has distinguished your fire of akhirat. So who has big favor, you or the poor person? Yeah. So never think that I gave him. No, he gave you more. He has more upper hand on you. And that is the beauty of charity. Should we move on? Imam says, وَهَبْلِي مَعَالِيَ الْأَخْلَاقِ. Give me the highest level of akhlaq. What does shaitan want? وَعْصِمْنِي مِنَ الْفَقْرِ. Pride. أَنَا خَيْرٌ مِنْهُ. I am better than him. I am better. I am best. When you do that, that is from shaitan. When you are modest, that is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Got it? So Imam says, Ya Allah, give me the best moral behavior and remove the pride from me. I am better than fulan and fulan. No, Ya Allah. Don't let shaitan. So all these negatives are things from shaitan. Should we move on? Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala salawat. When people praise you, shaitan comes in. Wow, who's like you? You are the best. You are the great. Shaitan comes to you. Look how Imam tells us what to do. Ilahi, wala tarfa'ni fin nasi daraja. Whenever you raise me a level, let me inside my nafs go down similar level. What will happen? If I go up one level, let me come down equal level. Because if I go up in the eyes of people, shaitan will want me to go 10 times up in my nafs. See, nobody's like you. You are the best. No. I am not that. These people, they don't know my sins. I have hidden sins, correct or not? People, they only see good things. People, they don't see the negative things. So if they know about my negative things, they will hate me. So Allah concealed my negative things and Allah presented my good things to the people. That doesn't mean that I am 100% super good. So Ya Allah, whenever you raise me one level high, what should you do? Bring me equally down. Thank you. Should we move on? إِلَّا حَطَطَّنِي عِنْدَ نَفْسِي. Now we are looking at the brown. وَلَا تُحْدِثْ لِي عِزًّا ظَاهِرًا. If you make my dignity apparent in front of people high, let me humiliate inside myself equally. If people, they give me izzat, okay, honor, let me de-honor myself inside myself. No, I am not worth of it. I don't deserve it. This is husn al-dhan. This is that good thoughts. They know good thoughts of me. I do not deserve their praise. That is from Allah. But the moment you say, yeah, I deserve that praise. This is from who? Shaitan. Thank you so much. So, should we move next? Good. Again, negative, positive. Imam Zainul Abidin teaches us positive. Shaitan wants us what? Let's see here. And this is my وَمَتِّعْنِي بِهُدًى صَالِحٍ. If you give me good guidance, don't change it, Ya Allah. Make me firm on good guidance. Don't take it away from me. Because shaitan wants to do what? Take it. What did Imam Ali say? Knot. Untie the knot after knot. Debond us from you. Ya Allah, don't let shaitan debond me from you. Let me be bond always with you. Okay? What else? وَطَرِيقَةِ حَقٍّ لَا أَزِيغُ عَنْهَا. If you give me the straight path, Sirat al-Mustaqim, Vilayat of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, don't let me go left and right and let the people create doubts in my mind. Okay? Should we move? وَنِيَّةِ رُشْدٍ. My intentions, let there be sincere for you. Don't let me deviate in my intentions. Don't let me doubt why I am doing salat, why I am doing zakat, why I am doing fasting, why? No, you are doing it for the sake of Allah. Be firm in your intention. Because shaitan brings these doubts. And the satanic people, they do that. Now, this example, I have to ask you first, number one. That you know goats. Do you have goats in Tanzania? Do you see them? They eat where? In the green ground. They enjoy or they don't enjoy? It's a fertile ground. So Imam Zainul Abidin uses this example. Ya Allah, don't let my nafs be a fertile green ground for shaitan to breed on it, to live on it, to enjoy on it. Remember Halo Muhammad Bhai Qasim Bhai party? To party on it. Don't let my nafs be a place where shaitan enjoys. Subhanallah. Marta'an lish-shaitan. And whenever that happens, when shaitan is going to take over my nafs, I don't want to live in this world, Ya Allah. Take me. Take me. Before shaitan spoils me, take my soul away. I don't want to live in this world and shaitan has occupied my nafs. Did you understand it or not? Okay. That my nafs, shaitan will try to occupy. Take me. Let me die. I don't want to live a life, like Imam Hussein said, that to live with Yazid is what? Humiliation. To die with dignity is better than Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Before you become angry, before shaitan makes my nafs a fertile land to graze on it, take me. Before your wrath comes open. And then again, Allahumma la tada'li khislatan tu'abu minni illa aslahta. There are defects in me. People that are saying, oh, these are bad behaviors, bad defects. Ya Allah, fix it. Okay? Don't leave anything defect, displeasing to you in myself. Let me have an excellent behavior which pleases you. And so all the defects, this last line, because our time is done. Next slide. This is something which I want you to focus, because by this we will be ending our series of shaitan, because in this dua makarim al-akhlaq now shaitan is being mentioned. So shaitan comes in two places to mess up with our akhlaq. One is our thoughts. He makes us doubt in everybody. Oh, this guy is not good. This guy is bad. This guy must have done. This guy may be talking about me. This guy this guy that, this guy that. Does it happen or not? People, they doubt or not? Okay, so listen carefully what Imam says. Number one, shaitan will come to my nafs. Number two, shaitan will come on my tongue. So these are two paragraphs and I'm done today. Allahumma ja'al ma yulqi shaytana fi raw'i. Whatever shaitan places in my nafs. What does shaitan place in my nafs? Three things. Three things. Number one, at-tamanni, false hopes. Shaitan puts, oh, you're going to live long life. Just build your dunya. You're never going to die. False hopes is one of the example of false hope. Shaitan puts false hopes in my nafs, the way he kept in the nafs of Yazid. Yazid thought he's going to live forever, but he died, and he died the worst death. So therefore, number one, what? False tamanni. What tavanni? Speculations, doubts about others. Okay? Baba, give benefit of doubt others. Don't doubt in other people in negative thoughts. Make positive, positive, positive. See? Shaitan wants you to think what? Negative thoughts. Allah wants you to think what? Positive thoughts. And then the favorite thing of shaitan. What is the, look, mashallah, these guys are ahead of me. The red color. That's the favorite thing of shaitan. Envy. Why does he have a car and I don't have a car? Why does he have a good post? I don't have a post. Why Adam is going to be Khalifa and I've served Allah so many times and I'm not going to be Khalifa? I'm going to destroy Adam. I'm going to destroy my colleague in work. I'm going to destroy that Maulana because that Maulana is better than me. I'm going to destroy that. Shaitan comes. Envy. Somebody's better than you. Shaitan will pump this envy. No. Talk about this person. Backbite that person. In job, okay, somebody has good post. No, why is he better than me in my post? Once, the moment you say, why is he better than me? It's not you, it's who? Shaitan, thank you so much. So Imam says that, Ya Allah, these false hopes and these speculations on other with negative thoughts and envy, Ya Allah, clean it away from me and replace it with what? Green. Replacement. Yes. Reflection, dhikran li'azamatika. Instead of thinking negative of others, let me be positive and praise you. Reflect in your greatness. That you can bring me, you can give me whatever you gave that person, you can give me, Allah. Why should I destroy that person's life? Ya Allah, bless me with whatever you have blessed others. It can happen or not? Can you do dua for others or not? Okay, that is, Imam says, do dua. Rather than thinking negative of others, bringing them down, do dua that God blesses you with what He blesses him or her. ذِكْرًا لِعَظَمَتِكَ وَتَفَكُّرًا فِي قُدْرَتِ. Let me contemplate in your might and power that you can give me the same thing. وَتَدْبِيرًا عَلَىٰ عَدُوِّكَ. And reflection on your enemy, shaitan. So this one was what? The tongue or the nafs? The nafs. These, mashallah, big people are, some of them are sleeping, but mashallah, you guys are awake, okay? Let's take the last. Since you are awake, we are going to finish it. The last is on the tongue. Look what shaitan wants from our tongue to happen and what Allah wants and how Imam is teaching us. وَمَا أَجْرَى عَلَى لِسَانِي مِنْ لَفْظَةِ فُحْشٍ. Indecent words. Shaitan wants me to mention in everything. This, that. I don't want to mention that F word, okay? This and that, and this and that. Filthy words, filthy words, filthy words. Baba, save your tongue. Ayatullah Sistani says it is haram. Haram, because many people, they don't know. They think it's okay. Haram to mention bad, filthy words from your mouth. Indecent words. It's called fahsh. Remember fahsha? Fahisha, that day we did fahisha. These are fahsh words. Lisani min lafzati fahshin in Arabic, in red. Lafzati fahshin. Bad, indecent words shaitan wants me to do. What else? Hajr. To dissociation my ties. That means I fight so that we separate. The brotherhood becomes separated. The other thing, by my words, because words destroy relations. What else? The blue one. Shatmi irdin. To abuse dignity. MashaAllah. These colorful slides are fantastic. And what else? You tell me. What is the purple? False testimonies. The guy has not done the bad thing. No. He's done haram. He's done this. No, you can't do that, yes. False accusations. Subhanallah. And then what else in green? Backbiting. See, all these are something which comes out from tongue. Backbiting, filthy words, cursing others, false testimony, false accusation. All these are tongue things. What is, and somebody who's in front of me, I insult him. Oh, tari okatsute, atusute, what are you? Do you know what are you? You're nothing, you're shrimp, you're I don't know what. This is wrong. So you insult somebody, bring down through your tongue. So these are the sins which shaitan makes us do through our tongue. What Imam is replacing it with? What is Imam replacing? Wama ashbada. Nutqan bil praise. Alhamd. Ya Allah, don't let me say these filthy words, the curse words, dignity, insulting people, bighiba. Replace it with praising you. Because these things will take me to Jahannam. Praising you will take me to Jannat. So, nutqan bilhamdi laka. Wa ighraqan. Let me sink. Gharaq means what? Sinking. The ship sink. Let me sink inside what? In praising you, in glorifying you. وَذِهَابًا فِي تَمْجِيدِكَ. So take away this filthy, this tongue. Shaitan wants my nafs to be bad, my tongue to be bad. Ya Allah, replace it by my nafs believing in your might, my tongue praising you. So this is how Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salatu wasalam teaches us how to keep shaitan away. So practice dua makarim al-akhlaq. And Imam Zainul Abidin salamullahi alayh, now these days, he was where? In Karbala after they came. People, they say, how can they come in 1 year in Karbala? We checked, there is a historical text indicates the same year they came, number one. Number two, some of these women of Karbala, they did not live long. Some of them, they lived 1 year, like Rabab, mother of Ali al-Asghar. She lived only 1 year. So how can she be there and she be buried in Medina? So she must have come. And then we checked on Google Map, that Google Map indicates that going to Sham, it takes 20 days or less by walking. But by camel, it takes less than 20 days. Coming back from Sham was a direct route. Nowadays we see people, they walk from Karbala, Najaf to Karbala, 80 kilometers, they cut it in 3 days. So 800 kilometers, that means that, but by camel, we checked on Google, that less than 10 days someone can come from Sham to Karbala in less than 10 days, 8 days or 7 days, it is enough. So according to this, strong narrations and strong historical indications is that they came in the, besides that, if Bibi Zainab and Imam Zain al-Abidin, they live 1 year in Sham, there must be some historical events. There are no historical events except Bibi Ruqayya Sakina's wafat, and besides what communication between Yazid la'anahullah and Imam Zainul Abidin about what are your wishes, and then the khutbahs of Bibi Zainab and Imam Zainul. So there is not that much material of Sham. That means that they did not stay that much, because it was going to become, it was becoming danger for Yazid, and a revolution was expected. So that is why Yazid, they released them. And like this day, Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam is in Karbala. My beloved ones, the bibiyas, the daughters of Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they are crying on the graves of their beloved ones. Rabab is crying for Imam Hussein and Ali Akbar. Qasim's mother is crying on Qasim. Bibi Zainab alayhi salam, Kulthum. Some is saying, Wa Husayna. Some is saying, Wa Asghara. Some is saying, Wa Musibata. But there is someone like Bibi Zainab alayhi salam. Imagine, just think about the pain of Zainab alayhi salatu wasalam. When everyone was going to the battlefield, Bibi Zainab salamullahi alayha was farewelling. But there is one person, she did not farewell him, because she was expecting that he would come back. And who is that? None other than Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Just think about the pain. She did not see him, and she even did not see his body, because it was lying beside the Euphrates River. So Bibi Zainab never ever had a last glimpse of her beloved brother Abul Fadl al-Abbas. And this is how Bibi Zainab is on the grave of Abul Fadl al-Abbas, on the grave of Imam Hussein. Now you know the distance between Bain al-Haramain. So this is the state of Bibi Zainab alayha salam. Moment she is there on the grave of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Moment she is on the grave of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And the women, they were crying. Imam Zainul Abidin, according to a narration, he made food for the Sayyidaniyat. So he allowed them to grieve, because they did not have enough time to grieve. And that is why they say on the day of Arba'een, the Ashura was revived. How? Because all the images which happen on the day of Ashura, they were revived. Like the burning of the tent, they were revived. They were picturing how they were running from tents to tents and asking Imam Zainul Abidin, what should we do? Imam Zainul Abidin was telling them, Alaykunna bil firar, just run away wherever you can run. And they are remembering how their face covers were snatched, how their chadar were taken away. They are remembering how Bibi Sakina and Ruqayya and the daughters of Imam Hussein were tortured. The earrings were snatched from the daughters of Imam Hussein. And they remembered the bleeding of the ear of the daughter of Imam Hussein. All these pains of Karbala. What else, my beloved ones, when we cry, nobody's stopping us. But on the day of Ashura, when they were crying, they were beaten by lashes of Umar ibn Sa'ad and Shimr Mal'un. They remember all this pain. What about the pain of the heads on the spears? The head of Imam Hussein, the head of Abul Fadl al-Abbas, the head of Qasim, and all the other martyrs. All these pains were revived on the day of Arba'een. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam is making food for them.
They are not eating. They don't want to go away from the grave. They are crying and crying. Imam Zainul Abidin is trying to calm them down. They don't want to stop crying. And Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam looks at the condition of Rabab. Rabab says, I don't want to go anywhere. I will just stay in Karbala. Bibi Zainab says, no, my son Sajjad, I don't want to go to Medina. My beloved Hussein and Abul Fadl Abbas are here. What will I do in Medina? And all the women, they are so desperate and crying and staying in Karbala. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam, he allowed them 3 days. Now he had to use the authority of Imamat and says, now we have to leave Karbala. And the daughter of Imam Hussein, the older daughter of Imam Hussein, she doesn't want to leave the grave of her father. She says, no, how can I leave the grave of my father? Finally, Imam Zainul Abidin packs them, and they are now on the camels. They are on their way to Medina. They are carrying all the pain. Now compare between their leaving Karbala this day and they're leaving Karbala on the night of 11, day of 11. Now they don't have any ropes in their hands. Imam Zainul Abidin has no chain, no neck collar. His neck is not bleeding. But day of 11th Muharram was a painful day when they were looking at the scattered bodies of the martyrs and they were leaving Karbala. And they come with this pain and they arrived close to Medina al-Munawwara. Imam Zainul Abidin had the one who was guide for their caravan. His name was Bishr. Imam Zainul Abidin says that, yeah, Bishr, Imam doesn't want to enter Medina. Remember, whenever you're traveling, when you come back from your travel, you are greeted with welcome and joy and entertainment. They put the flower necklace on your neck, and they greet you with sweets and welcoming you. Imam is not in condition to be greeted that way. He will enter Medina, people will greet him with joys. That is not what Imam Zainul Abidin wants. Imam says, oh Bishr, your father was a poet. Why don't you go and inform people of Medina in your poetry and make sure that they know that we are not in any condition to be welcomed with joy. And Bishr says, yes, Ibn Rasulullah, I can do the poetry. Bishr goes. Imam is camped now in the outskirts of Medina. Bishr comes inside Medina. He immediately goes to the Masjid al-Nabi and he announces, oh people of Medina, how are you still now in Medina? And Hussein was martyred. Hussein's head was taken into cities and cities. And people of Medina, they say, oh Bishr, we know that Imam Hussein was martyred. We got the information. And why are you making this injury, the pain back again in our hearts? He says, your Imam Zainul Abidin is in the outskirts of Medina. And the family of Imam Zainul Abidin, people of Medina, they came from their houses, they're crying, Wa Husayna, beating on their heads and going to the outskirts of Medina to receive Imam Zainul Abidin with azadari. And Imam, then Bishr sees one lady coming from a house. And she's carrying, prepare your hajat. This is Banin. Banin's masaib, they fulfill our hajat. And this lady comes out, she's carrying a small child of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. Abul Fadl al-Abbas is Babul Hawaij. His mother is also not less than door of hajat. There's a lot of great experience. Banin, she comes and she's carrying the son of Abul Fadl al-Abbas. She says, Bishr, I heard you are talking about Hussein. Tell me what happened to Hussein. Bishr asked, who is this lady? She says, this is Banin. al-Banin, the mother of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. Now Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas had three brothers, Abdullah, Uthman and Ja'far. So Bishr says, عظم الله لك الأجر يا أم البنين في ولدك عبد الله. Al-Banin says, I didn't ask you about Abdullah. I asked you about Hussein. Why are you not telling me about Hussein? عظم الله لك الأجر يا Al-Banin في ولدك عبد جعفر. I'm not asking about Ja'far. I'm not asking about Abdullah. Tell me about Hussein. عظم الله لك الأجر في ولدك عثمان. You have broken my heart. You have shattered my heart. لقد قطعت أنياط قلبي. Why are you not telling me about Hussein? Now when he says عظم الله لك الأجر يا البنين في ولدك العباس, the son of Hazrat Abbas slips down from the hand. She knows when Abbas lives no more, what might have happened to Hussein. She falls down. She says, "Don't you? I'm telling you, Hussein, Hussein. You keep telling me your son, your son. All of my sons are sacrificed. Whatever I have is sacrificed to Hussein. Tell me about Hussein." He says, عظم الله لك الأجر يا البنين في أبا عبد الله الحسين. Here al-Banin could not tolerate. She loses the conscience. And then finally they wake her up. And while that time the Imam Zainul Abidin was coming with all those who welcomed him with grief and azadari, Imam Zainul Abidin is entering Medina. He's crying, "Oh people of Medina, bear with me. I can't stop myself crying because I remember how my father's head was on spear, how my father's body was cut into pieces, how my father's body was trampled under the horse's knee. I can't tolerate not crying, so bear with me." ومصيبته ومصيبته ومظلوماه وحسيناه وزينباه وسجاداه وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين والعاقبة للمتقين. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. Because I said al-Banin is Babul Hawa'ij, so let us ask by her sake. al-Banin, the entire life she remained crying on Imam Hussein. Whenever people will meet her, she'll say, "Why, my son Hussein, my son Hussein." She was seen going to the Baqi', and she would make 5 lines, and she will scratch 4 lines and say, "All these four of my sons are sacrificed to my son Hussein." And even the enemies, they would cry on the crying of al-Banin al-Baqi'. So we ask Allah, Ya Allah, by the sake of mother of Bab al-Hawa'ij, and the mother Bab al-Hawa'ij, the door of Hajat, Ya Allah, by the sake of al-Banin, there are so many people, they have Hajat and problems and difficulties. Ya Allah, fulfill their Hajat. All those who are sitting here, they might have difficulties, problems, issues. Whatever they have, Ya Allah, ease upon them by the sake of al-Banin. There are others, they have asked me also for dua by the sake of al-Banin, that Ya Allah, by her sake, fulfill their hajat, hajat of all the mu'minat around the world. Ease upon all those who are in the distress by the sake of al-Banin. I'm by the sake of those tears of al-Banin which were spread on Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wassalam. Ameen Rabbil Alameen. And may Allah cure all those sick ones by the sake of al-Banin. Ameen Rabbil Alameen. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين صلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين ماتم حسين. We have ziyarat of Arba'in, inshallah. We'll recite the ziyarat or after Matam. Okay. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ اے اہل مدینہ تو خاموش ہی رہنا زینب سے خدا را تو ایک لفظ نہ کہنا جو سانسیں بچی ہے کھو دے گی حسینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہر بات بتا دوں گی جب پوچھے گی سغرا بالوں کی سفیدی کا بتلاؤں سبب کیا تھا اس سے تو بہتر زندان میں جینا گھبرائی ہے زینب ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے حجرے میں جو جاؤں گی میں اونو محمد کے اس دل کو رلائیں گے بچوں کے کھلونے دل شدت غم سے پھٹ جائے کہیں نہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب سب کچھ تو لٹا آئی پردیس میں زینب مظلومہ مسافر یہ کیا جی کے کرے اب بن بھائی کے اب تو دشوار ہے جینا گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ لبریز ہے غم سے ہر بی بی کا سینہ گھبرائی ہے زینب آیا ہے مدینہ سورة المباركة الفاتحة
توجه زيارة السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوصيين السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك مولى ومن مولى السلام عليك من السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء السلطان أبا الحسن مولانا علي بن موسى الرضا كن شفيعنا وشفيع والدين في يوم الجزاء السلام عليك وعلى أختك فاطمة المعصومة جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا صاحب العصر والزمان السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن وشريك القرآن وكعبة الإيمان وإمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان أجل الله لك معدك من النصر وظهور الأمن ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. لبيك يا حسين.